everybody! Welcome back to Book Babble. My name's Kelsey, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. The first time I saw this book, I knew I would have to read it because this cover art is absolutely stunningly gorgeous, for one thing. I would definitely own a poster of this just for the cover art. It's beautiful. But second off, and I don't know if you know this about me, you might not, but I absolutely love mermaids. I really love mermaids. Anything with mermaids, if you tell me it is a book and it has mermaids, those are my two favorite things, books of mermaids and princesses. I'm a child. But I love mermaids, and this book super has mermaids. So Skin of the Sea is a story about Fountaindale, who is a mamiwata. She goes by Simi for short. And the mamiwata's job is to find those who die at sea, fetch their souls, and bless them so that they can go on their journey. However, unfortunately, once as Simi is following a ship, she finds a boy thrown overboard who is still alive, not really knowing what else to do, and definitely not up to just sitting there in the water and waiting for him to die. She decides to save him and bring him to the goddess Yemoja's island. Yemoja is their sort of mother goddess of all of the mamiwata. And she is not thrilled, not because she thinks it's morally wrong, but because, unfortunately, Simi was unaware that the Orisa, which are all of the Yoruba gods, had made this vow to Olodumare, who is the sort of head of the Yoruba pantheon, that they would not interfere with the choices of mortals and let them suffer their own consequences from their decisions and learn their own lessons. And that by saving this boy, Fountaindale has broken that oath. So now she has to go on this quest to present herself and apologize and make amends to Olodumare. Unfortunately, the messenger god Esu, who is usually the go-between between Olodumare and all the other Orisa and humans, has something out for Yemoja and the Mamiwata, and has some of his own schemes in place and is not to be trusted. So Simi and the boy she saves, Adekola, also called Kola, begin on this journey and find out that there's a lot of sort of moving parts going on with the trickster god Esu and some of his plans. It does a wonderful job of using elements from the original Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid and incorporating them alongside Yoruba, so Nigerian folklore, and fantastic creatures. I really do think that the folklore side of this shines through a lot. It does take place during the Triangle Trade, so of course that is a background for why Adekola was thrown overboard, how Simi became a mamiwata, but really the focus is on the Yoruba mythology and this magic and this pantheon, and I think it's just absolutely wonderful. It is the first book in a series, and it does kind of end in a cliffhanger. The second book is not out yet, so I would understand if you wanted to wait until it did come out. But if you are like me and you see this beautiful cover and you hear the word mermaids and you just lose your mind and you need to read it right now, we have it available on ebook through Libby, e-audiobook, so that you can correct me if I'm saying all of the names wrong, or you can come into the vortex and pick it up yourself.
Hi everyone, Miss Randy here, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my most recent reads, which is Ain't Burned All the Bright by Jason Reynolds with artwork by Jason Griffin. So this is a 2022 release. It's one of my most favorite books that I've read in the past year. I really enjoyed it. It's a combination of Jason Reynolds' beautiful words with this lovely mixed media artwork by Jason Griffin. It totally feels like a labor of love. And I just really feel like this book spoke to me in many different ways. So, the book itself takes a look at the year 2020. It is told from the perspective of one boy, of really one family. So, 2020, it looks at the Black Lives Matter movement and the worldwide protests against racial injustice and inequality. Of course, the pandemic. We were all isolating at home and all that anxiety and trauma that at that time and even now can feel sort of overwhelming. So, what the author and the artist sort of are trying to do and kind of trying to remind us is that we just need to breathe, to just take a breath. And when that all of that pressure just sort of gets overwhelming, there are things in life that can give us hope, that can be healing, and that can be, things that we love, like our family and our friends, or it can be a song that we hear or a book that we read, the words on a page. It could be, going outside and taking a walk, breathing, just taking in all that oxygen and fresh air and just being. So that's why I really enjoyed this book. It kind of came at a good time for me, because every day, when we watch the news, it's not always good news, and at times that can be overwhelming. And to get a reminder to appreciate the good things in life when the bad can become overwhelming is an important reminder. And I really appreciate that in this book. I would highly recommend checking it out. Like I said, the artwork is just amazing. Jason Reynolds' writing, as always, is amazing. As you can tell, I think the book is amazing. So if you are interested in checking out this book, we do have it in print at our library. We also have it available on Libby and Access 360 as an ebook and as an e-audiobook. So check it out. Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you want more recommendations, visit our website at fountaindale.org/teenreads to view book lists that we've created just for you. You can also stop by the Vortex, talk to some of our staff. We're happy to recommend some books for you, including some of our most recent reads. We'll see you next time.